Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So over the last couple of days, the Street Fighter collectible packs have launched on the Wax blockchain. In fact, they were only seem to be available, I think, for a couple of days to buy. So they're no longer available to buy. You can buy unopened packs on some of the Wax marketplaces. And obviously you can open the cards as well, which is what we're going to do in this video. So there were, you can see here, there's two packs. There was the standard pack that was $4.99 and gives you 10 cards, and there was the ultimate pack with 60 cards in it, and that was $49.99. So basically $5 for 10 cards or $50 for 60 cards. Which seems like the $50 one wasn't such a good deal, but anyway, we can see here that this is just the artwork. This is on the website, and obviously it says here Series 1. So the assumption is there's going to be Series 2. So this has been pretty successful. This pack sale, they've sold $2 million worth of packs. Obviously, kind of Street Fighter. This is Street Fighter 5 showing here. The characters there. Street Fighter is very iconic. And NFTs in general are super hot at the moment, so it would be a bit of a surprise if this hadn't been a successful kind of launch. I should point out these are just collectibles, so I've not seen any notion there's going to be a game based around this. This is purely collectibles, and in fact the way the kind of system works, it seems pretty clear there's not going to be a game based around it. Although I guess with things generally with blockchains. The point is, someone could create a game based around it if they wanted to. I mean, quite how you would build a game, because there's no kind of game functionality in these cards. There's just sort of rarity. But I guess if someone really wanted to, they could build a game on it. But yeah, there is. This is just a collectibles thing. So it's not a game. I kind of don't normally. I'm not so interested in these sort of collectibles. But I thought, as it was like a Street Fighter thing, I'm not actually a massive Street Fighter fan either. But I thought it would be interesting just to buy a pack and do an opening, and then kind of see what you can do with these things. So anyway, 60 cards, actually quite a lot. I don't quite know how the UI is going to work on this, but let's kick it off and see. So I'm going to open my ultimate pack. So we're going to have to sign. Yeah, this is so. I'm signed into Wax using what they call the Wax Cloud Wallet, which is a wallet that basically you can just sign in with kind of social logins, so things like Google or Facebook, or you can create an email password account. So here as would happen with MetaMask, on Ethereum, it's just basically we have to approve what's going to happen. These things can't happen without approval. That's kind of again a blockchain sort of thing. So here we go. It's going to ask for this approval as well. And presumably at some point something's going to happen. So Wax is a blockchain that's based on the EOS EOS.io SDK. So it's not EOS, but it's very compatible with EOS. I've no idea why it's not showing anything. Always with blockchains, you get this kind of slightly nervous situation when you don't know what's happening, and you go, "Oh, have you eaten my my packs?" Let's try go to open. So now I haven't got any packs, and I haven't opened any. Oh, okay, it's loading them, I guess, or is it? I don't know. Is this? Yeah, I don't know what this is. So this is starting to kind of show you kind of there is a kind of gamification element where you can take these cards that supposedly I've got somewhere that there's no card opening mechanic. Maybe I should have just waited. Maybe it was loading or something. But that's not really good user experience. But you can get these cards and you can start to kind of craft them and basically burn. You can burn and load in my inventory. Okay, so. Right, so these are the cards I've got. I don't know why that didn't open. That's pretty weird. But this is what I've got. So we can see the cards. And we can see there's got some doubles. I've got 2 Karens there. It's weird it's not showing them all. That's definitely not 60, is it? Maybe we could change it around. Okay, got a lot of E Hondas. So this is now, I changed this to show the mint number. So you can see here I've not got any. I wonder if the mint numbers are based on how soon I've opened them, because these are not low numbers at all. These are very high mint numbers. Oh, I wasn't early in buying the pack, so maybe that's why. You would think the mint numbers would be random. That would be kind of the standard way of doing it, I would have thought. Clearly that doesn't seem to have happened because all my mint numbers are very high. So anyway, I've got 4 E Hondas. I've got 2 Cage. 4 ball. So, you get the idea. It's just really odd that it's not giving me the option to kind of look at my entire collection in one go. I don't know. I don't really understand this. How many is that? That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. So it's showing 20. So I've got 3 times that. Maybe I'm doing something horribly wrong. Okay, let's go and look at it in right. So here I've switched back to the Street Fighter interface, the one that didn't work very well before, and I've selected Craft, and it kind of shows you what you can do. So in this case, you have two cards that are the same. You craft them, and you have a 1% chance of getting this this card, which is the collector's edition. This is the most valuable. You have a 5% chance of getting this action card, which just means the background's moving. You have a 10% chance of getting a wheeled card. Obviously, presumably the chances will add up to 100. I'm trying to quickly do the maths. 25, 25, 50. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to burn these 2. So I'm going to take 2 cards. I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to get one of these in return. There's a very tiny chance I'm going to get this very valuable one. There's a quite high chance I'm going to get just this base card. So you kind of get the idea of the gamification. We could see here then, depending on what card I get here, I can then combine it with another one of these build cards. So if I got this collector's edition, I could then destroy those 2, and I would get this this card, which is a collector's edition Power 2 rather than Power 1. And so similarly, all the way down the line, I can destroy more cards and keep going. So depending on how many cards I've got, I can keep going. I wonder what it stops at. Oh wow! And if I really have a lot of cards, I can start creating these class cards. And the maximum I can get is that's a base one though, isn't it? Let's have a look. So I guess the most valuable one I would get. Okay, so if I get to this stage, I would have a Power 5 card, Collector's Edition Power 5. That's the most powerful I can get. I would have had to have been lucky and destroyed 2 to begin with, and it's 6. So I had to be lucky and destroy 6 cards to get that one. And then if I do that, the other bonuses, I get a chance of generating one of these class cards. So that's kind of how the system works. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. So I've only got 2. So I've only got 2 of the Nash cards. So I'm going to be basically destroying those, what we call in the blockchain industry, burning them, because basically these 2 cards are now going to be removed, never going to be available again. And then I wait to see what I get on the other side. So let's hit Craft. This is going to be a blockchain transaction, because I'm going to destroy 2 blockchain NFTs, and what we call the smart contract, the code behind this particular collectible, is then going to create a new one. So we need to go through the approvals process, and these two cards are going to explode, and I'm going to get. So this animation worked, and of course I got the base one. So that was the 44% one, which is obviously what I was probably going to get. So there we go. So we keep going till we actually get something cool. So I've got some birdies, a similar sort of thing here. So these base build cards are a certain artwork, and then you generate to a different artwork. I'm not going to spend ages doing this. Let's just see if I can get something. Then basically I'm probably going to get one of these base cards. If I'm lucky, I'm going to get if I have some degree of luck, I'll get a foil. Yeah, whatever. So let's hit that. The other thing to notice is this is quite a fast transaction compared to something on Ethereum, like something that you'd be waiting on Ethereum for a long time. Oh, I got a whaled one. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we can see here the wheeled one here. So I only had a 10% chance of that one. So that was good. Okay, I've got a few Karins, Karins, I suppose should be. So let's do that. This would be, I guess, would be the last one I'll do. Otherwise, I mean, you get the idea. What's going on here? And I get, oh, I've got a foil one. That's not too bad either. So if I, okay, let's leave that there and go back to the other view. Okay, so I've gone back to Atomic Assets, which to me seems to have the better interface than the actual Street Fighter interface. So I've now ordered this by the newest that have been created. So we can see here that these three are the ones I've just created. So I have this this foil one with a little animation. I have this wheeled one. We can still see some of the stuff's still being calculated. So so this one here, let's have a look. Is it going to give me? Okay, so looking here at the price history, we can see here that, remember that first build one I sold, I was selling for 10, so it recommended 13. So some of these, one of these sold for 85, so that's almost $7. But it looks like the price has actually got very low, so I don't know what's going on there. It's saying the suggested price here is 7.2. So it's kind of interesting that particularly in this early phase, I guess, when people are still working out what's valuable and what's not, and what things they want to collect, then actually the one I put for sale is actually one of the more valuable ones, even than this one that I have combined together. So you kind of think that would be at least be worth double of what the original one was worth, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We can actually see that again here. So remember when I had my plain cards, the estimated value was $99. Now I've burnt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I burnt 6 of my cards. Actually, that does show up here because I've only got 57 now. So obviously I've burnt 6 and gained 3. And actually my value's now gone down to $89. So I've lost $10 in that process, which seems a bit odd. Obviously, that's driven by market forces. So you know. There we go. You know, I'm not doing this to make money, so that doesn't bother me too much. But you get the idea of how this works. And obviously, some people who have a lot of money or really care about Street Fighter are going to be like burning all these cards, or just going straight in the market and buying these cards at buying the highest level cards that they can generate, and getting complete sets and all this sort of stuff that we see kind of happens when you have collectible items. You know, amazingly, people like to collect them, and people then decide which ones they really like to collect, and then the kind of pricing changes around that. And obviously, in Street Fighter, there are some characters who are better known than others, and they are going to be more valuable. There are some who just kind of look cooler, I suppose, and we'll find over time how the pricing of these things changes. But yeah, interesting stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This was a bit of a long and in-depth one. I kind of think it is the collectible scene is interesting, although it's not games. Obviously, this is associated with games. This is game characters, and there still are game kind of you know, ideas encapsulated in there. That there's you know, this is sort of a loot box sort of scenario where you're You know, you could be lucky, you could not be lucky, but it's a good example of kind of how blockchains help in this kind of scenario, in terms of making sure everything is secure and verify. You can verify what's going on by looking at the Block Explorer if you want to. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, where we spend our time messing around with blockchain games. Hopefully you find this stuff useful. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and see you again.